Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and freaks of nature of all ages. My name is Brian Bad Hippie Jackson, and welcome to Treasures of the Dead. Yes, this is the original Treasures of the Dead that I made several years ago. As you can see right up there in the left-hand corner, we do have a watermark made with GameMaker 8.1 Lite because I made it with GameMaker 8.1 Lite, and so that I can't sell it because that would be illegal and stuff. But I can play it for you, and I can make it available to you for free. So if you wish to check the links in the description below, you will find the links to where you can download not only Treasures of the Dead, but the sequel Treasures of the Undead as well. Alright, so what we got going on, this is going to look a bit pixelated because I did do it. It's a top-down sprite based, and I didn't make it as big as I should have. You know, first time trying shit. This is the first game I ever made, so it's going to look a little bit pixelated because I've got it full screened for recording purposes. But in the menu, of course, we got Start New Game, Load Previous Game. We have instructions here, which you can, read all the instructions, the basic controls, all that kind of good stuff. Blah, 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 blah. What everything is, what everything does. Go back to the main menu. We've also got enemies and hazards. And for some odd reason, I think it's Bandicam that's making this menu change so jumpy. If I don't have Bandicam up, then the menu switching isn't nearly as jumpy. But let's go ahead and get into your story. My name's Zed, Overhead Zed. I'm an adventurer. I'm a treasure hunter. Some say I'm cocky, some say I'm trigger happy. I say they're right. About the only thing I like better than shiny treasure is bloodstains. Hell yeah! So anyway, I was tooling around in this jungle kind of place looking for something shiny when I fell down this big hole, broke my cell phone, and got my brand new $10 pants all dirty. I knew right away I'd have to find another way out. There was no way in hell I'd be able to climb out of the hole I'd just fallen in. Then suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere and everywhere at the same time, came this deep, booming, resonant voice. He said he was some sort of god, and then he called me a foolish mortal. Can you believe that crap? He told me I'd stumbled across the mythical caverns of the dead, huge labyrinthine catacombs filled with treasure, all designed to keep some pretty nasty monsters from escaping into our world. Wait a minute. Hold the broken cell phone. Shiny treasure, nasty creepy crawlies to splatter. Maybe he really was a god, and maybe he liked me. Well, I needed no prodding. It immediately became my mission, my quest, my purpose to collect all the shiny treasure I possibly could and splatter every creepy crawly that got in my way. And, oh yeah, I still need to find a way out. So what are we waiting for? Let's lock and load and rock and roll. Unless, of course, you're chicken. Which I'm not. Now, of course, the reason I'm playing this, just go ahead and pause for a second. The reason I'm playing this is because if you've been watching my Let's Build series on building Treasures of the Dead, that's what the Let's Build series is. It is a reboot of this game. And so I figured to go along with that Let's Build, when I start talking about the original Treasures of the Dead, now you know what it is, and I'm also going to make it available for you to download and play for free. Now, as far as that goes, I know for a fact it will work on Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 8. I do not know if it will work on Windows 10, but it will work on XP, Vista, 7, and 8. So with that said, let's get into the game. Now, the controls are simple. It's arrow keys to move and space bar to shoot. And that's it. That's it. I kept the controls as simple as possible. Let's go ahead and checkpoint. These are save point glyphs. Not only will they save the game, but if you get me killed, and you probably will, we can start from the last one we touched. Well, what are you waiting for? Touch it! Alright, let's touch it. Yeah, we touched it. Now, hopefully you won't hear my spacebar going too bad. But you probably will hear my spacebar, because that is the shoot key. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I believe there is 11 11 levels in this. There's either 11 or 12. I think there's 11 levels in this, which means that I'll be doing 2 levels per episode until the last episode, and then I'll bring in the final 3 in the last episode. And just to let you know, I did not do the music in this. This is royalty-free music I got from the Yo-Yo Games forums. It is third-party content. Crap, this door's locked. We're going to need the door key to open it. You'll know when you see it. It's square and silver. So, no, I did not do the music for this. There's also... Okay, wait a minute. Hoorah! We found a heart. These bad boys restore health points, and I have the feeling we're going to be needing them. Red hearts restore 25 points, green hearts restore 50, and gold hearts restore full health, which is cool. So we're going to save that one back in case we need it coming back out of here, which would be a good idea. But yeah, I did not do the music. I also, as far as some of the other models go, I did not do the gold and silver coins. I did not do the gold and silver bars. And there's a couple of other treasures floating around. I don't think I did, if I remember correctly, I didn't do the health hearts. And there's a couple of other pieces of treasure floating around that I didn't do. That's, you know, third-party royalty-free content, which is all good. But other than that, pretty much everything else. I don't think I did the glyphs either. The glyphs came from a content pack as well. But other than that, I did everything myself. I did all the textures. I did all the sprites. I did the player character, all of the monsters, the walls, the door, you know, pretty much there's a lot more in here that I did myself than there is third-party content. And that kind of made me proud of myself. It really did, because I had never tried doing anything like this before. This was my first attempt at building a game, and I am very realistically not displeased with it at all. I actually like the way it turned out. Oh crap, that hurt. I kind of do like the way it turned out. Okay, so we can grab that heart and checkpoint. Oh, get away, get away, get away, get away. There we go. Timing in this is a bitch here. I did this shit on purpose. So we gotta wait until they kind of sort of match speed a little bit better. Now we can go get it. And this game is all about the timing. It's like the old school shit that I grew up on. It is all about the timing. Just like old school Pac-Man, Space Invaders, you know, stuff like that. Once you get the timing down, everything has a very specific motion path. Everything has a very specific timing. And once you get that down, you are freaking styling. Right on, a level glyph. This will take us to the next stage. Unless you're a chicken, which I'm not, so let's do it. And yeah, once again, the music I didn't do. I'm probably going to do all of the music for the reboot of the Treasures of the Dead. I am going to be using quite a bit of third-party content, though, because models, 3D models, are a lot harder to make than sprite-based stuff. And if I try to make every single model I need for that game myself, it's going to take me 5 to 10 years to build the freaking game. And I just really don't want to wait that long until I can get a full game out. Now, if I had a team, that would be a different story. A team would be a good thing. But since I don't have a team and I'm building everything solo, then I've got to use what's available to me, and I have to find ways to shortcut a little bit without compromising the integrity of the game. But that's where things like Mixamo Fuse come in really handy, or the Mixamo website. Ah, shit, I shouldn't have got that until after I got that key. But it's all good. There we go. But that's where things like, you know, Mixamo comes in handy, because they've got some pretty good pre-rendered monsters that are free to use, royalty-free. Also, with Mixamo Fuse, they have a lot of really cool options for making things like zombies, trolls, ogres. You know, I do have the brute pack to go with that. So I do have quite a few good options for that. And you know, my main thing is making sure, because I can get models or make models of pretty much anything I need. It's the textures that are the biggest pain in the butt. All right. This game is actually, to me at least, this game is actually a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. It's kind of cool when you can build a game and sit down and you legitimately enjoy playing your own game. That is one of the coolest feelings in the world, I must admit. You know, maybe it's a little bit conceited, and then maybe I don't give a damn, because I do enjoy playing my own game. See what's in here? Now those things can't be killed. The transparent ghost looking motherfuckers, you can't kill them. Bullets will just go straight through them. So you have to avoid them. Oh, I almost ran into that spider's ass. That would not have been a good thing. Ah! Oh, I almost got hit by an arrow. I'm surprised I haven't got killed by a blood wall yet. I usually get killed by at least one blood wall by now. I'm actually doing really good. I've only been hit once. Haven't been killed yet. There we go. And I'm getting close to the end of the level. You know, not uber close, but close enough. And of course, when I reboot this into, you know, 3D, and I have decided that I am not going to do this in a top-down. Now, I know that the greatest majority of my tutorials so far have been from a top-down perspective. That was the original idea, was to reboot it as a top-down, because the original is a top-down. But then, you know, I was talking to my son, and my kids have told me for many years that they would really like to see, oh crap, I got hit again, what Treasures of the Dead looks like as a first-person shooter as opposed to a sprite-based top-down. And I got to admit that piqued my curiosity. I'm kind of curious as to what an FPS would look like too. And I can also get more, ooh crap, more expansive with my level design, so that my levels won't just have this one layer. I can have, you know, upper levels and lower levels and larger rooms and vaulted ceilings and all that kind of good shit. I can really do a lot more with level design if I do it from a first-person perspective than if I stuck with the top-down. And that's my biggest reason for going first-person on the reboot, is because I can get so much more into the level design in a first-person perspective than a top-down. All right, and there we go. Game paused. Click OK or press enter to unpause. We're not going to worry about that because that's level 3. That's where we're going to start when we come back. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Treasures of the Dead. If you want the game, once again, just go ahead and feel free to check the links in the description below. I've got them on my Google Drive. The links go straight to the download. It will be in a zip folder, which will contain the game and a README file, so that you know everything that's going on with the game. If your friends want a copy of the game, you can either direct them to the link to my Google Drive so they can download their own copy, or you can go ahead and burn a copy for them. Here's the deal, and it is in the README, that if you redistribute the game, it cannot be changed in any shape, form, or fashion, and it must be accompanied by the original README file that I have included. So basically, if you want to give out copies of the game, that's fine, but make sure that you just distribute the entire zip file with everything in it and don't change anything, and we're good to go. Please do not forget to check the links in the description below for the Disabled American Veterans and the Wounded Warriors Project. Let's please help support our veterans. If you liked the video, then hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends and family to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Please don't forget to leave me a comment. They are always welcome, good, bad, or somewhere in between. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for your time, your encouragement, your support. You guys rock. Thank you so much. And until next time, this is Brian Bad Hippie Jackson saying peace, love, clean underwear, and happy gaming.